Good morning, students. Today I shall explain you this chapter from the diary of Anne Frank. Let's come to the very first paragraph. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Anne Frank says that to write a diary is really a curious, strange experience for people like her. She felt strange while writing diary. Not only because I have never written anything before. The very first reason behind feeling strange while writing a diary is I have not written anything before. And the second reason is, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings in the thoughts of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. According to Anne Frank, in future neither she nor anyone else will be interested in reading her diary, reading her thoughts, as she is just a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. But now she says that it doesn't matter whether I have never written anything before or somebody will read her diary. I feel like writing and I have even a greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. I write a diary. It doesn't matter. I just feel like writing. That's the first reason behind writing a diary. And the second one is I'm in a greater need to write a diary because I want to off all kind of things from my chest. Paper has more patience than people. I thought of the saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. Paper has more patience than people. Paper can hold a secret for longer than people. I thought of this saying. I thought of this proverb on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed. There was a day when I was a little depressed and I was sitting at home with my chin in my hands. I was bored, I was listless, I was feeling like with no energy. And I was thinking whether to stay in or go out. Whether to stay in with the idea that I should write a diary or go out of it. I finally stayed where I was. Brooding, thoughtful. Yes, paper does have more patience. Finally, I decided that paper has more patience than humans, than people. And since I'm not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed notebook grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend. Ultimately, I decided that as I am not planning, as I have no plans to allow anyone else to read this stiff-backed, hard-backed notebook grandly termed as diary, unless I should ever find a real friend. It would not make a bit of difference. It would not make a difference to write a diary if I don't show it to anyone unless I should ever find a real friend. According to Anne, paper has more patience than people, which means she could trust more than people on diary. She thought of this saying when someday she was sitting depressed at her home and thinking whether to write a diary or not. And finally she decided that she will write a diary because according to her, she won't let it read. She won't allow anybody to read this diary unless she finds a true friend. So according to her, that won't make a big difference, that won't even make a bit of difference. Now I'm back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. Now let me come to the point, which was what prompted me to keep a diary. The point which prompted me to keep a diary is I don't have a friend. Isn't it weird? Isn't it strange? Look, let me put it more clearly. Let me make things clearer. Since no one will believe that a 13-year-old schoolgirl is completely alone in the world, as nobody in this world is going to believe that a 13-year-old schoolgirl is completely alone in this world, and I'm not. I'm gonna clear that whether I have a friend or not, because I think you guys won't believe that a 13-year-old girl like me is completely alone in this world, is completely lonely in this world. And I'm not. Actually, I'm not alone. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister. I have loving parents who love me a lot, and I also have a 16-year-old sister. And there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have 30 people whom I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No. On the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true friend. When I say I don't have a friend, it doesn't mean I'm completely alone in this world. I have loving parents, I have a sister, I have a family. But on this surface, in this world, I just don't have only one person, and that's my one true friend. All I think when I'm with my friends is having a good time. When I'm with my friends, I just think about having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary everyday things. When I'm with my friends, I just talk with them about ordinary everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, except talking about ordinary everyday things. We don't talk about any close matter, and that's the problem. I can't share my secrets with them. That's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide each other. Maybe it's my problem that I and my friends don't confide in each other, don't trust each other. In any case, that's just how things are. And unfortunately, unluckily, they are not responsible to change. This is why I have started the diary. That's the reason behind I started a diary, because I didn't have a true friend with whom I could share my secrets. When I am with my friends, I just talk about everyday things because I don't confide in them. I don't trust them. That's my problem. So finally, eventually, I thought of writing a diary. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in the diary the way most people would do. To enrich the image of this long awaited friend, the long awaited friend is diary in my imagination, I don't want to jot down, I don't want to write down the facts in the diary the way most people would do. The way most people jot down the facts in the diary, I don't want to do, because I want to enhance the image of this long awaited friend termed diary in my imagination. But I want the diary to be my friend. and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. As I want to enhance the image of this friend in my imagination, I would treat my diary as a friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. From today onwards, its name will be Kitty. I'll call it as Kitty. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in. If I jump right in, nobody is going to understand a single word of my stories, which I'm going to write in Kitty. It would be better provide a brief sketch of my life. So I think it's better to give a brief sketch, brief introduction of my life, much as I dislike doing so. Although I dislike doing so, I dislike giving a brief sketch of my life, yet I would do, because nobody would understand a single word of my stories to Kitty if I won't do that. My father, the most adorable father I have ever seen, did not marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My father, whom I consider the most adorable father, married my mother when he was 36 years old and my mother was 25 years old. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany city in 1926. My elder sister Margot was born in Frankfurt city, which is in Germany, in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt city until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Later on, my father, Mr. Otto Frank, emigrated to Holland from Frankfurt in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September. Even my mother, Edith Hollander Frank, also went with him to Holland in September, while Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margot went to Holland in December. Later on, Margot went from Aachen to Holland in December month, and I followed in the February month. And I also went to Holland in February month when I was plunked down on the table as birthday present for Margaret. It was Margot's birthday when I went to Holland, and I was presented there as birthday gift for Margot.